Hello people, GalacticStorm here. Welcome to the show. And today, remember when I was saying the T7 combat car was complete garbage? Well, I'm pretty much going to show you an example of it. Actually, two examples from it. I'm not going to be using the T7 combat car. Oh no. I'm going to be using the T7 or the T1 E6X. Another premium tank that you get for free from Wargaming a while ago. And this thing is a lot better to that garbage T7 combat car. And people are wondering, hey, calm down. The T7 combat car can be good when it's in its right, well, if it's in its good range or anything about that. Well, I think bullshit. Not with that horrible gun that they have. That 50, no, not a gun, it's a machine gun. And right now, I'm just taking tons of shots to this T7 combat car right here, and I'm taking some damage as well. But the only things that they have in the enemy team that can be compatible is the T7, or not the T7, the M1 light tank, and the L tractor, and that's a tier 1 tank. So you see this nice little T7 combat car, I think of it as lunch. See, did engine damage and I pretty much screwed the thing up. And you saw too that I was getting shot with the T7 combat car and it's bouncing, but the only two tanks that have been damaging me was that L tractor and the M2 light tank that's at the spawn. So there's another T7 combat car and I didn't do that much damage. 4 damage, what the hell. But I did do 2 critical hits, so that's a good thing. So I tried to go after it a little bit more and 6 damage, 2 critical hits. Again. So that's cool. And then there's another combat car. Try up there, but that's not gonna work. We're starting to get captured. But we have a few things to say about that now, do we? And unfortunately, yeah. Oh, and have you guys heard that we're going to be getting the Xbox One? We're going to have the Xbox 361 version of World of Tanks. Yeah, that's right. Wargaming just confirmed it. So unfortunately, after when it comes out and everything gets situated, I'm going to be ditching my Xbox 360, unfortunately. Even though this system gave me a lot of good times, I think the Xbox One, I'm more paying attention to the Xbox One. And there we go, kill number 3. And it's a close game. We're already like 3 minutes into the fight, and it's turning pretty well. And you can see all these tanks are getting gangbanged by other M7 combat cars and all that. I mean, the only 2 good things about this thing, it can kill 2 tier 2 tanks, and well, it has really good gun depression and elevation. But I mean, most of the shots you're going to be giving out with this tank, depending on what you're going to be doing, I think you're going to be bouncing a lot of shots. And with the 28 penetration on this thing, that's just horrible, I think. But now we finally got the upper hand, and yeah, we only got like 3 tanks to deal with. So I'm trying to go after this M2 light, which can be a nuisance, but the T7 combat cars can penetrate this thing, not at a distance though. So I'm trying to go after the M2 light, or yeah, that's what it is, M2 light, not M1 light, M2 light. And then there's another T7 combat car just staring at me. Look at the bright side, you're going back in the garage. Yay! So 4 tanks down, 11 critical hits. Cool. And then there's the M2 light trying to run away. The M2 light is a very fast tank, I'd say, but it has a good gun, but it doesn't really have that much damage compared to like the other tanks that you can do. So, I think it's okay. But I don't think I've played it as much though when I was in the later tiers. So I did a lot of damage on this thing, and unfortunately I unloaded all my clip, and the T7 combat cars finish it off. I thought I was supposed to kill the T7 combat cars. Oh well. Killing one or other individual scumbags would be better. Alright, so 16,000 silver, anniversary badge, part 1, that's an operation. Sharpshooter, 9,000, almost 10,000 experience, that's because of the times 5 multiplier. Mastery badge, class 2, and cool-headed. As you can see, I bounced a lot of shots with the T7 combat car. And yeah, look how many damage I did to the T7 combat car. It has 150 health, remember that. The first 3, they were okay. First one I wrecked. The other one I took most of its health. Same thing with the other one. Still killed 2 other tanks and then did damage with the M2 light. And then, obviously, that's not surprising, did 701 damage. Awesome. And killed 4 tanks. The M2 medium 2, very dishonorable. You got killed. But the M2 light didn't do it good as well, so yeah. And surprisingly, the best was the M2 light. So that's cool. Let's go to the other gameplay that I have. Okay, now back to the T7 killing. Well, the killing frenzies. So now we're going to be playing as one of my favorite tier 2 tanks. You probably noticed this from an earlier review I did, and hint hint, I think it's pretty well American. And yeah, so what is this mysterious tank? It's obvious enough. The T-18. The tier 2 awesome American tank destroyer. And yes, I have the 75mm howitzer attached to it. This thing will have no problem killing a T7 combat car with one shot. And the average damage on this thing, 175 average damage. Depending on when it hits, it can kill mostly every tier 2 with a single blast. But if it has good armor, expect doing a few shots. And here comes my first victims. Try good luck penetrating my 75 or my 57 millimeters of armor, or 56, I'm sorry. So, hello T7 combat car. Goodbye T7 combat car. And this Panzer 35T is going to be with me for a while, so I might as well finish off the job with him. And yeah, I just got 2 kills within the next few seconds. Oh, actually in the next 8 seconds, I would say. So we automatically won just because of it. I'm in a T-18, so might as well just enjoy all the fun. Oh look, another T7 combat car. Hello there. Goodbye. Lol. So 3 kills already. I'm on a roll. I am on a roll. And ooh, T2 medium. T2 medium can penetrate me really easily, and it just did. And well, I would say the worst about your armor. And yeah, and there's another T7 combat car, but my buddy right beside me in the Panzer 35T or F, I'm not entirely sure. He's gonna have a killing frenzy of his own, and he always likes to stay with me. Or he likes to stay with me. So while I'm trying to get the kills and try not to miss here, damn it. Well, I actually have good news. Remember on the T7 combat car review that I was saying I had trying to find gameplay for the ELC AMX? I actually found some good gameplay, and I will be reviewing it after next week, so I can get everything situated in that. Yeah, it's Panzer 35T. And after he's trying to deal with this T7, I'm trying to deal with this T7, but I only did 38 damage. And I'm trying to squirm in and out, try to get this car, because that damn tank, that damn steel killing buddy, is taking all my kills. Bro, I'm the one with the big gun. I can blast you with one shot. B22, run away. Yeah, nothing really can penetrate it except for maybe like higher tiered guns or higher good guns with really good penetration. But other than that, this tank is like indestructible. But other than that, we pretty much have this in the bag. Look at this, 13-6. There's this other T7 combat car I'm trying to aim carefully, but no, everyone wants a good shot at it, and yeah, you probably know what's going on there. And well, there's no point getting at that guy because he got me gangbanged by all the tier T7s and the Panzer 35T. But doing doing all shot kills, it's worth it. 4 kills, 12,000 silver, 4,700 experience, mastery badge class 1, and not surprisingly, cool-headed. And 4 tanks destroyed. And there we go. See, I all blasted them, except for the T7 combat card that I was sharing with the, or that I was steal killing with the Panzer 35T. So yeah, we did pretty good there, and yep, there we go. 170 damage on the T2 medium. T2 medium is a pretty good tank. I would have to review that one day. But yeah, so 585 damage done, 4 kills, and surprisingly the 35T did 664 damage. And it was the best of my team. And the T1E6X, I did better in that tank than that guy. Ay, ay, ay. People these days. Vote, rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I still think the T7 is a pile of garbage. GalacticStorm here, and I'm saying, keep charging, bitches.